Merlin's beard! Welcome back to Sax Wizard, the saucy saxophone sorcery channel. Today we're taking a look at alternative fingerings for C natural and F sharp. Why bother learning these alternative fingerings, I hear you ask? Well, these alternative fingerings will help your playing become smoother and more efficient. You might be surprised at just how often you end up using them. Let's start with the C natural. Usually you play C natural like this. With your left hand, your first finger doesn't press down anything, and your second finger presses down on the A key. Most of the time, this fingering will work fine, but there are certain situations where it's not ideal. For example, playing a fast passage between a B natural and a C natural, or a B trill. The problem here is that two fingers are moving at the same time, and it's very hard to time this perfectly. If you have a slow passage, then this is okay, it's not the end of the world. But if you have a fast passage, it can start to become a problem. The alternative C natural fingering looks like this. With your left hand, press down the B key with your first finger. And with your right hand, press down the middle side key. This one here. Using this alternative side key fingering means that playing fast passages between B and C become much cleaner and smoother. You can hear that there is a slight difference in sound between the two fingerings. When you hear them side by side, the alternative C doesn't sound quite as resonant or in tune as the standard C fingering, but you won't notice it when you're playing, especially if it's a fast passage. Okay, so let's move on to F sharp. Normally you play an F sharp like this. With your left hand, press down the B, A, and G keys, and with your right hand, press down the E key with your second finger. Again, most of the time you'll be absolutely fine using the standard F sharp fingering. However, when you have a quick passage that involves playing between an F natural and an F sharp, or an F trill, using the standard F sharp fingering can sound slightly messy. This is because, like before, two fingers are moving at the same time, and it's extremely difficult to time this perfectly when you're playing fast. The alternative F sharp fingering looks like this. Start by playing a standard F natural. With your left hand, press down the B, A, and G keys. With your right hand, press down your first finger on the F key. This leaves your third finger free to press down this special F sharp key. As you can see, using this alternative F sharp fingering makes playing between an F natural and an F sharp a lot more efficient, because you only have to move one finger. And again, this will result in cleaner, smoother playing. I'll play both versions of F sharp, one after the other, so that you can hear the difference in sound. You can hear that there is a slight difference when you hear them side by side, but it's more subtle than with the C. And again, you won't notice it when you're playing. At the end of the day, play whichever fingerings you find the most natural. It's completely personal preference. You might find that you use these alternative fingerings all the time, or you might find that you're more comfortable sticking with what you know. But they're definitely good to know for those special situations where they do come in handy. If you did learn something new today, then please drop me a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of my new videos. Thanks so much for listening. See you next time.